this is a lovely story because I think lots of people didn't think it would end like this. The Australian soldier trapped high up on Mount Aspiring for 4 nights has finally been flown off the mountain and taken to hospital. A break in the weather in the past few hours has allowed 2 helicopters to reach Terry Harch and the 4 rescuers who made it to him last night. So they went in and spent the night with him. Choppers got them all out today. Colin Young reports on what we know so far about a pretty amazing tale of survival.
It was relief at last for rescuers as the weather cleared just enough this afternoon to allow Terry Harch to be flown off the mountain. He's now being treated at Dunedin Hospital for minor frostbite. A search and rescue spokesperson in Wanaka, Phil Melchior, says the final part of the operation was over in less than 10 minutes.
I would describe it as a very happy ending to a situation which could have been much worse than it was.
The 29-year-old Australian soldier set off his locator beacon at midday on Monday and then spent what must have been the loneliest and most emotionally draining 3 nights of his life, waiting in sub-zero conditions to see if anybody would come to his rescue. An older style beacon, the signal was sent to its operator in, of all places, Texas, with the operator then making the call to authorities here to tell them somebody was in trouble. Low cloud and strong winds prevented rescuers from reaching him for 3 nights. Then, just as the sun was disappearing behind the horizon and Terry Harch was contemplating the thought of a 4th night alone on the mountain, the clouds cleared just enough to allow a chopper to land close to where the signal was coming from. The Wanaka Alpine Cliff Rescue Coordinator, Paul Rogers, says Mr Harch came out from his shelter and waved to the helicopter to let them know where he was.
It was way too windy to attempt to winch down the paramedic that was attached to the Southern Lakes helicopter. And also it was way too windy last night and with fading light to risk winching the patient off of the glacier. So the 4 rescuers preempted this and they were dropped off as close to the target area that we wanted to get to. And they went on skis. They toured in on skis, towing sleds and survival equipment to get to this guy.
Paul Rogers says Lieutenant Terry Harch, who is a serving Australian Army officer, is in good spirits and only needs treatment for moderate frostbite.
I've trained New Zealand soldiers and Australian soldiers for many years as an instructor, and they all know how to dig in when things don't go well. And this person's definitely found himself some shelter. And the best thing he could have done was stay out of the wind chill and the driving snow, which he would have been in for the last 4 days. And he did a great job.
The Rescue Coordination Centre's Neville Blakemore paid tribute to the helicopter pilot who managed to drop off Mr Harch's rescuers despite strong winds and fading light last night.
Yes, it's taken some extreme skill. We've got basically some of New Zealand's top helicopter operators driving these machines around for us. They don't take chances, but by the same token, that they're working in extremely harsh conditions, and it's you've got to have all your wits about you to get the machines into there. So yes, to get that machine up there last night certainly took an extreme amount of good flying.
Neville Blakemore says the rescue operation has been a real test of everybody's abilities. For Checkpoint, ko Colin Young tēnei.